Hi, this is Ralph Reyes for Club Solutions Institute. This week's topic is team accountability. So there are two basic types of accountability that we talk about in management structure. And the first one is authority-based accountability. And that's when the manager creates the accountability for the subordinate with your weekly meetings, holding people accountable for deadlines, those types of things that we typically think about in the organization. The second one, and the higher level type of accountability, is peer-based accountability. And that's when the team within itself creates the accountability. And the hallmarks of that is that the team themselves is super clear on what the initiatives are. They're completely committed and bought into the company, and they care deeply about their success and the team's success and the organization's success. A great example that I've seen of this was within a personal training team. This team was so strong that the manager didn't really even have to manage the standards for uniform or conduct on the floor, or how they treat clients, because the team itself self-policed, and anybody that came into the organization that didn't uphold those standards was called out by the other teammates. And if they didn't conform, then it was uncomfortable and they eventually left. And it was an amazing thing to be able to see, but it was because the leader set the tone, and then the team themselves enforced the standards because they cared so much and they were so bought in. So that's what we're striving for with peer-based accountability, is to help our teams get to that point. So here's my exercise for you for this week that'll help with this. It's called the best team exercise. And it's super simple. So your department head meeting or your group meeting, whoever your participants are, you get together and you start off with making a list of what was the attributes of the best team you had ever been on. And that may be a high school team, a youth team, it may be a past work team, but try to avoid your current team now, right? But if you're thinking about, gosh, that was the best team I ever been on, what were the attributes of that? And you make a nice list of that. You'll get a good list, but you may have to help people through it a little bit. And then the second question is, we've got a great list. Now, what of those attributes are we missing in our current team? And this is where the discussion gets really good, is let's talk about, here's our list, here's what we're missing, and what are we going to commit to as a team? Here are the 4 or 5 things that will propel our team so much further if we agree as a group and make a commitment to doing these 3 or 4 things. And then, as practice, you hold each other accountable for that commitment that you made. And this is the beginning of being able to establish that peer-based accountability among a very set number of things that the group has agreed on. So it's a very easy entry point into understanding how to create peer-based accountability in a safe way. So love to hear how this exercise goes. Let me know. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and have a great week.